He's the right fit and the right match for this roster and this group. And some really exciting basketball is upon us here.
Woj just tweeted that the Cleveland Cavaliers are hiring Kenny Atkinson as the franchise's next head coach.
That's per multiple reports. Atkinson most recently was the assistant coach under Steve Kerr, the lead assistant there in Golden State since 2021. Prior to that, he was the head coach for the Nets for 4 years from 2016 to 2020.
Kenny Atkinson was introduced as the Cavs head coach today. He's excited about the opportunity and sees the potential with this group.
We are now open for questions. Please raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. Give us your name and your outlet.
Kobe, just what are maybe a couple things that really stood out from him compared, not to put down your other candidates, but you had to pick one, and there had to be a couple reasons behind it.
He's innovative. His approach is creative. I think we're going to see a lot of different lineups, a lot of different strategy. How we use Evan this year is going to be pretty cool. I love the relationship piece that he has with guys. I think, when we started out, we talked about the 22 wins 5 years ago. Our whole foundation was going to be built on player development. And even though we made a conference semis and we've won 99 games the last 2 years, that's all well and good, but we don't want to lose focus on that. And at his core, that's who he is. He wants to be on the floor with guys. He wants that sweat equity with guys. And when you have an Evan Mobley who's 23 and a Darius Garland who's 24, they have not reached their potential yet at all, right? They've not peaked yet at all. And so when you have a coach that's fastball is player development and you do your research around the game and that's all they say, the best player development coach you can possibly find, that gives me solace to know that that program that we have is going to be the best in the world.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Hey, Kenny. Welcome to Cleveland. What is your ultimate vision for a Kenny Atkinson team?
I think first thing, and when you first get to a team, it's really get to know your players, like establish the relationships. I always think it starts with, I'll kind of quote Donovan's old college coach Rick Pitino. It starts with if every guy gets a little bit better, every individual gets a little bit better. That's how you can make the next step. The roster that's in place, there's enough. There's enough to take that next step.
This is kind of an open-ended question, but what's the key to connecting with a player as a coach?
Transparency, honesty, and then what's behind that is love and care, right? Like it's you got to be kind of super transparent, honest with them, and then you're I think of my Jared Allen experience where I was coach him hard, but I also I took him in the gym and said your numbers going up in these rafters, and I really believed that. Like you were that talented, so that that where you really believe in them, but you also got to coach them and be honest with them.
The energy he brings, that Kenny brings, is excellent. He's going to get on you, he's going to yell at you, but at the end of the day, it's coming from the heart, and he just wants you to improve as a player.
Someone a player wants to play for, he's a player's coach. And he is very passionate about winning and player development. So I'm looking forward to getting reunited with him.
Hi, Kenny. Sam Amico, Hoopswire. Is your staff, have you got your staff together? And the other question is, what is that process like in terms of hiring assistants? How do you go about that?
Yeah, I think we are working on it together. Kobe and the front office and me. And I think, again, how I work, it's a collaborative effort. We're going to try to bring the strongest staff around these guys. I think it's tricky, right? Like it is. There's a lot of moving pieces. So there's a lot of talented people, a lot of talented staff out there. So we're in the process of getting that together.
Kenny, you mentioned your experience in Golden State and how Steve handled superstar players. What specifically did you learn about that you think can help you with somebody like Donovan?
I think what I observed, in both those places, more one-on-ones, more individual conversations. I think you're partnering with your best players. My experience, a lot of times, they might say no. Why don't we do this in the pick and roll? Why don't we do this? And so really, it's a true partnership, and that means you better be a great listener. When you do have those one-on-ones, and you're not taking maybe every idea they have, but you're implementing some of them, and it's going to help. Obviously help the team.
And Kobe, for you, where do you guys stand with extension talks related to Donovan?
What we're saying is that tonight could be the last game for Donovan Mitchell as a member of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
We got to keep it 100, and that's the number, 100%. Donovan Mitchell has played his last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
It's funny, I feel like people be trying their hardest to make him not go to Cleveland.
The city has had just such a hold on me, like the level of passion, the fans, the people, the food, you can go down to the other sports teams. Like there's just so much that I see myself in a place that I like to call home. You know what I mean? Outside of just basketball. Basketball, I can tell you, we got DG, we got Ev, we got JA, we got a great staff, we got a great organization. Like those are the easiest, obvious answers to the eye. But I feel like, when you choose to sign somewhere, you're not just signing to play basketball, you're signing to have your life there. And for me, that's really what ultimately it came down to.
Glad I got the I can focus, Let's get to it.
And a lot of people have came to their own conclusion saying that Donovan Mitchell may and may not leave.
Where do you guys stand with extension talks related to Donovan?
Massive news for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell, their five-time All-Star guard, has agreed to a 3-year, $150.3 million contract extension.
Cavs All-Star Donovan Mitchell has agreed on a 3-year, $150.3 million maximum contract extension.
In fact, he said to me, I am happy in Cleveland. I've been happy since I've arrived in Cleveland. Emphasized that I am not leaving this season unhappy. Yeah. I'm leaving it more determined.
We feel good about Donovan. He's in a great space mentally. Really enjoyed the fact that him and Kenny could sit down and talk about the future, talk about the team. He's invested. He's really invested in what we're doing. And he's been great. He's been super involved and super collaborative and very, very much pro Cleveland.
Everybody's kind of looking to see, waiting to hear. When do you think this Evan Mobley contract extension gets done?
The Cavs and Evan Mobley have agreed to a massive contract extension.
Just by him signing the contract to stay in Cleveland, it is a win for the organization.
I really do truly love this organization.
Breaking news with the Cavaliers as they have signed Jarrett Allen to a 3-year, $91 million extension.
And I think that this is a great move for the Cavs. I do.
Tristan Thompson is returning to Cleveland.
The news reads, restricted free agent Oscar Pearl has agreed on a 3-year, $38 million deal to stay with the Cavaliers.
This was the final NBA Woj bomb.
It feels good. I always want to be back here. Always wanted to come back here. I love Cleveland.
Joe Gabriel, Cavs.com.
Hey, Joe.
How you doing? Coach, before you even took the reins last week, your first official job as coach, you were in the draft room, I understand, and you kind of helped with the picking of Jalen.
nope.
Hey, Cleveland, this is Kobe.
This is Kobe.
Hey, Kobe. Chris Bogosian here.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, buddy. Jacoby Walters was just selected. You got 5 minutes. You're on the clock.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
His parents named him after the dribble, drive, pass, and shoot. Does that help? I like that. Toughness. Let's go. 6'6". Play him all over the floor. It's an offensive rebound. It's our last first for a long time. All right, guys, we're going with Jalen Tyson.
Cleveland, you have 3 minutes.
Chris,
Yes.
we are ready.
Ready when you are.
Cleveland Cavaliers select Jalen Tyson.
Got it. Jalen Tyson from California, Berkeley.
Sounds good.
Great. Thank you, Kobe. Yep.
All right,
Bye.
guys. Congrats.
We're excited, and Kenny's excited.
What an incredible pick. So with Kobe and their history of Brandon, their history of drafting guys, I felt pretty. It was the best draft I ever had. I could just kind of like come in there, yeah, like man, we you know. So I felt good about it. Then when I got the text from people I really respect in the league, that you know, this guy's really good. And then the last part of that, you know, I called Mark Madsen, who I know from along, and it was like we got 20 minutes on the phone. I you know, of course, college coaches support their guy, but it was like over the top. Like, you know, he's really you know, excited. Now he told me he was going to be in the rotation this year. You know, that's how. And I said, Mark, the NBA is pretty good, and who knows, you know? But that's how much he liked him. So that's pretty cool.
Man, what's going on, man? Kobe Allman from the Cavaliers. Congratulations.
Thank y'all, man. Thank you, man. I'm speechless right now.
Man, you came into Cleveland and crushed the workout, and we couldn't be more excited about you, man.
Man, thank you so much. I'm ready to build. I promise you, the best decision y'all ever made.
I appreciate that, man. I got our new head coach, Kenny Atkinson. Coach Kenny's on the phone with you right now. Just say hello to him.
Okay, awesome. What's up, coach?
Man, so proud. Congratulations. I can't imagine what you're feeling now. We're all excited here. Can't wait to meet you. Can't wait to get you in the gym.
Thank you so much. Hey, congrats on the job, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I love it. You're aware, obviously. A lot of guys aren't aware. You're aware. That's great, man. Man, I watch you at Cal. Love your game. You're a big reason they overachieved this year. So great job. Can't wait to meet you.
Thank you so much.
All right. All right. See
man,
you soon.
Enjoy the night. Enjoy the night. We're getting you back to Cleveland, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, man. Congrats.
All right, thank you.
All right. I like his personality. Best decision you ever made.
And you're inheriting a solid roster here. How different is that for you as a coach to kind of take on this kind of a project now?
It's the next challenge.
Ready for the season?
Ready for the season. Sneaking up on us, though.
That's a fact.
It's a fact.
In concept, physicality on the screeners. Home. They agree with
Hit over there. So you guys do the defense here, right? Play with ball, offense. Now we're coming here, same thing, I throw it to Johnny, stick hand.
Yo, DC, I'm taking you out of the pod chat. You're coming to the
Stay ball!
Going like this. and then you see it coming like you're steering him there. But I'm going like this. Let's say you can get that under real quick. If you just let him dribble. Here we go. Here we go. I'm sitting there. Hey, dog, go. Come here. Oh, no, push.
That's, you know, my mindset's been, you know, this isn't an overhaul, right? We're not changing all our pick and roll coverages. I would say there's more tweaks and little things we're adjusting. So that I think would be a big mistake to come in here and try to do too much. So that's part of part of my job, a part of our staff's job, is to really lean into the good things that this team has done, and then give little tweaks here and there, little pushes here and there. But that's it's a challenge, right? Because you have your system, the way you've done it in the past, and the way you've seen it with Golden State, the Clippers, and Brooklyn. So again, I'm leaning into what these guys do well right now, and tweaking the stuff I think we can get better at.
Just want to pick his brain a little bit. He had a lot of really good guys that he's coached. Been around the league a couple times, so super cool just try to pick his brain and just see what he learned from some of the greats. He coached one of the guys I look up to, Steph Curry. Won a championship with him, so just trying to figure out what I can do that Steph did, and try to pick some brain about that, and even like his offensive schemes. Pretty excited to what he'll do in game and what he has for us for the entire team, actually. So I'm pretty excited basketball-wise as well. He's fiery, but also he's one of the best at player development. An X's and O's guy who can really, help us, I think, get to that next level. But I tell people all the time, it started when he got the job. Not only did he fly from France to come meet with me, myself, DG, and Ev, but we're talking and texting about, schemes, and it's like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., that just speaks to, how much somebody wants it, the hunger, and that's what you want in a head coach. And, for myself, to have that as your leader, your guy, the head of the snake, that's something that, you truly want. I think all of our guys kind of feel that as well.
Tag anyone else, give them the ball. Okay, got to stay inside the 3-point line. Go, play.
Max, what are your early impressions of Camp Kenny?
Kenny, is that what we're calling it?
I don't know. Just kind of workshopping it a little bit.
It's been fun. We're playing a lot. We're getting up and down. It's very organized, very structured. It's good for us. It's been a good first couple of days.
How much chemistry does that help build for the team?
I think it builds a lot of chemistry. Just having like little team dinners and little games and being out here, building camaraderie, having energy.
Conversations at dinner, really important, because we're going to hit the tough times. It'll happen during the season, and better someone, the easier it is to get through those tough times.
Where's everybody at? Don't tell you that ever again, you said?
Never.
I feel great. My body feels great. It's been a long road back. It's been a lot of work, and I feel great. I'm excited to get going finally.
Ty's he's been one of the best players in camp, in my opinion. He's been shooting the ball really well, just getting downhill, finding his teammates, and being a good leader.
You saw what kind of competitor he is. I've seen him my whole life. But to see, obviously, he wishes he was out there. We're sitting next to each other in the locker room, so we talk all the time, and I understand what he was going through last year. And it's tough, it's not easy. I was hurt and I was out. To sit there and watch what he feel like he kind of help out, and he's been a really great teammate. He's been a guy that's leading the bench unit, so it's been great to see, and now we're going to continue to build upon it.
Hey, today, we got our shots up. We're good. They're impactful. We are going to do mental work, so we'll have 4 stations. But before that, we're going to play some football.
All right, go, begin.
I do this. Hey, Cleveland Browns, hit me up. You see that?
Especially in the exhibition games, the preseason games, it's 100% focused on our process, and I don't even, obviously, always competing to win, but also really focusing on our kind of key performance indicators, we call them, like how are we, are we really kind of improving in the areas we're trying to improve, and we kind of all know what they are, right? Like, hey, how's that big lineup doing? How are they do? Do we see progress there? How are Darius and Donovan meshing? What does that look like? So, yes, compete and win always, but also keeping an eye on, our improvement areas.
There's so many things, great things in place. So excited about it.
They've got the 5th longest winning streak to start a season.
I think the biggest thing is just their commitment to doing what we ask as a coaching staff, right? I think anytime you have a new staff in place, there's a comfort level that players have been in, and they've been, they essentially have allowed themselves to be uncomfortable, doing things a little differently, and now they've seen the harvest of the work that they put in.
Obviously, you think of the season along, and there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be long nights. There's going to be, exciting nights. There's going to be different things throughout the year. But this night right here, it's funny. I opened my Cleveland career in Toronto when I first got traded here, and I got to say that place was rocking on opening night. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I know we're excited. We're also excited to, just to get the season going. And I think we've done a lot of positive things. We've seen a lot of things we've learned on. But opening night's definitely one of those nights. Obviously in Toronto, and then to come back here on a Friday night in Cleveland, 2 back-to-back high intensity, the crowd's gonna be into it nice. It's a great way to say welcome back to the business, to the job, and to what you love to do.
These are new concepts. It's going to take time, but definitely an area of improvement for us. Our transition defense will be tested tomorrow. That's the best thing they do. So we got to be really locked in there.
I thought the defense got us going. I thought we started turning them over, really active. Our rim protection was elite, as always, with J.A. and Evan. And then, I thought we moved the ball well against their, packed-in defense. We knew they were going to pack the paint. I thought we did a good job of spraying it, making the extra pass. Got to the free throw line. Thought that helped. So, yeah, just overall, good performance by our guys.
Oh my God! We've got a back-to-back coming up. All right, and let's go get these two. All right, come on, let's get at it.
Great dub.
Jalen, what do you got?
Great dub.
Hey, win on 3, 1, 2, 3.
I think that's part of it, right? Like seeing trends in the league early. That is, we keep an eye on the league. We keep an eye on what's going. And quite honestly, we keep an eye on Europe and what's happening in FIBA basketball. We're you got to be ahead of it. If you're too late to the game, then there's no competitive advantage. So trying to be ahead of it. That's important. That's part of this.
Game day.
Just daily habits, working on the fundamentals of the game, focusing on film, focus on small breakdowns, so where now, when they're on the floor, everything that they've worked on just come together, and we've been able to see that.
Yeah, I think just teaching principles. I think it's been emphasized that we're not forgetting our identity is defense first. But then teaching, like, when we get stops or even if they score, how we want to run, how fast we want to play, the principles and just, the space we want to have. Just teaching all that, getting back to those basics and allowing our dynamic playmakers to be themselves.
From an electric Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, your Cleveland Cavaliers host the Detroit Pistons.
Just the crowd's energy. It's a different energy than any other type. Not necessarily loud like the playoffs, but it's an excitement energy and just questioning how the season is going to go and hoping that it all goes good.
Touch with that basketball. Look at it move. Excellent ball movement by the Cavaliers. Allen back to Wade, off to Mitchell. Mitchell creeps baseline. No, looks a pass to a wide open Garland. Hey! Quick hit by Allen, knocked it away, and then Allen hits the deck. Nearly got run over by Cunningham behind the back. Garland! Got it! The Cavs win it by the final of 113-101. Another quality performance by the Cavs as new head coach Kenny Atkinson wins the exacta with a dominating season opener.
Yeah. I know it's only 2 games here in the regular season. What do you sense is the biggest contrast with a new coach, with Kenny Atkinson?
I would say our spacing. Going down after makes, we have 5-out spacing, and I think that messes up defenses because they're used to the big being in the dunker. They're used to me being in the dunker, but it gives opportunity for me to cut, people like Dean to be wide open for the 3. It just gives everybody to have a different play style and add an extra layer to their game.
How about start 3-0? Handle business. Had a big one on Monday, but
everybody doing their job, man. That's the biggest thing. Do your job, on to the next one.
When I came here, this was not part of the plan.
Wow. He's rocking the goodness. I'm so proud of you, man. This is amazing. It's amazing. Enjoy this. It's incredible. Congrats, man. That's awesome.
To see this, to be able to do this is special.
Give it up for five-time NBA All-Star, Donovan Mitchell! From this day forward, the number 45 basketball uniform belongs to one man. It will hang in this gym for the rest of the time. Congratulations, Donovan Mitchell. Unveil that jersey. The Don will become the Grand Central Station of GCDS, and we could not be more thankful.
So I'm so proud to see your dream play out, and I cannot wait to see what the future has in store for you and everything else. So congratulations on your gym.
The Cavs organization, your family, I appreciate so much. I look forward to wonderful things in Cleveland. And let's enjoy this and let's enjoy each other. And let's be good to each other.
No disrespect to the three teams we played. We playing great basketball. Like, the season starts Monday. Like, Monday's where it gets thick. So let's not, we doing a great job, but like, let's not think we're all that. Like, we play some tough ass teams coming up. So like, enjoy this. It's great, but like,
Word up.
it starts Monday. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Word.
where we get, that's the real
Word.
What's the word?
You guys say the name of the word?
What's the word?
What's the word? Word up.
Yeah, okay, you know?
What do you got, Karis?
Together on three. 1, 2, 3.
Together.
New York City sets the scene for Cavaliers basketball on FanDuel Sports Network, presented by Hyundai. Tonight, tangle two of the top teams in the East, and the Cavaliers battle the Knicks of New York.
Coach, how valuable is it to finally see how your team responded when things got tight?
Yeah, I felt we kept our composure. You know, we made a few mistakes. You know, I liked that they were aggressive mistakes. We weren't on our heels, but we really kept our composure. But Serena, you know the story of the game. You know, they had 11 offensive rebounds in the first half, and the second half we held them to 2, and that was really the for us the story of the game.
I think that the other story would be Darius and kind of what he showed. How did he make his presence known? Great play.
Well, everyone's going to talk about his offensive game. I'm going to talk about his 2 stops, his 2 blocks at the end of the game. Those were huge plays. They were trying to post Bridges up against him, and he stood his ground. So to get that offensive game, we all know he can do that. But to add the defense to it, I mean, just a 10 out of 10 game for him. He was phenomenal.
The continuity of the roster, how skilled and talented the roster is, and of course the depth along with it. I think that initially stands out, and then just the spirit of the group as you start winning 8, 9, 10. Obviously, I've never really been a part of that, especially early in the season, something like that. So to start a season like that, you can feel kind of the continuity of the group. It's not an early season thing. They've been together. I think that helped, depth along the way, and then it just kind of took an energy, and the spirit of the group moving forward helped us.
DG, what do you got? Together on 3, 1, 2, 3, together.
For you are in the Wayback Machine, and now he's playing alongside his son. Like, what goes through your mind when you think about LeBron still doing it at this level and his son now playing on the same team?
It's a beautiful story, right? having 2 kids of my own, I mean, I can't even imagine, right? I mean, I enjoy playing in the backyard of my son, right? And to do it on an NBA court, beautiful story. I love it. I think we should celebrate it. I can't wait. You know, hope they're on the court tonight. I think that'd be really cool. George, what do you got?
Everybody's touching the ball in possession. Everybody's moving in possession. And everybody's working off one another. It's not just like a pick and roll here, pick and roll there. It's just everybody's touching it. You go set a screen for a big, a screen coming from a small. It's like different ways they can just implement everybody into the offense. So I think that's why it's working so special right now.
We've just had great contributions all the way from top to bottom, and every guy that's been on the roster participated in that streak in some sort of way. So I think that's just been an awesome thing to watch, and to just see the guys pull for one another, encourage each other through it has been great. Sometimes it's one guy's night, sometimes it's the other.
To be in a situation where you work on that shot every day and to actually have it go in, you know, that's a major boost for him. And not everybody has the opportunity to have game winners, right?
Lillard eyes the target, goes down the lane, and on Mobley, he missed it. The 7-footers combined to get the stop. Back come the Cavs with a 2-point lead.
Great defense at the point of attack. Now it's a possession time.
Garland zigzags, goes to Mobley. Mobley missed it. Allen grabs the loose ball. Okoro got Prince in the air. Back to Mitchell.
The first thing he says is he brings up Isaac, and that they wouldn't be in the position without Isaac.
He has 4 seconds with which to work.
So just how important and critical was Isaac to me.
Mobley knocked it away from Giannis. Okoro hit the floor, and he takes a timeout. Oh!
First game winner.
Wow. Mitchell now works on track. Lost it momentarily. Recaptures 3 seconds left. Mitchell for the win. Yes! Knocks it down. Donovan Mitchell gathered himself. He drills the shot late in the ball game, and with 0.3 of a second remaining, the Mitchell haymaker may have just KO'd the Bucks here in Milwaukee.
Hey, he was smiling like a little kid. Talk about,
I do this too.
You made a lot of awful moves down the stretch, boy.
A lot of them.
And even that buzzer beater, that was so trash.
Take a tough 3 and let that clock run. No fouls. Don't stop the clock. Connaughton finds Lillard. Lillard will take the 2 here. No, he won't. As Allen with the rejection.
There was just a belief and a trust, and I just think it spoke to the maturity of our group and the depth of our group.
Tonight, you guys officially set a new franchise record for best start in a Cavaliers season at 9-0. Look, I know that your sights are set on bigger things, but can you take a moment just to reflect that you guys have done that?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys celebrate in this league. Something like that, an accomplishment like that is tough to do. So I think you can take a step back just for a moment just to appreciate how far we've come and how good we started the season. You know, just celebrate the small things.
Thrilled for him. I mean, what a great opportunity, and he's obviously crushing it here, so I'm really happy for him.
Yeah, I'll take one. Yep.
Damn. Kenny, what does Ty Jerome mean to this team?
Normally wasn't Ty before, and I know in Golden State he was very pass first, but he's really upped his aggressiveness, and he could score the ball. He knows he's playing off the ball a little more than maybe he's used to. So, and he's had that mentality since he came in the gym in August. Just I'm going to be more aggressive, and then he's really done a great job in the performance room, taking care of his body. He just gave us a big spark tonight, obviously.
Only undefeated team in the NBA. I mean, it seems like week to week we're still talking about this, but what's it say about this team in general?
Yeah, I mean, 10-0 is something. It's a little bit of a
kind of magic number, right? 10, and we're playing really good basketball, just really pleased where the group is, and I was worried about tonight. You know, they were 7-1, and they're rolling, and like we're not. You know, they're coming in here, they're champions. They're going to try to kind of knock our block off, and the way we came out tonight, and that surprised me how ready we were, how hungry we were, and the 10-0. It's pretty unbelievable job by our guys.
Have the ball back with a 1-point lead and 2:09 to go with their perfect 10-0 record on the line.
A good defensive team. They want you to throw the ball in right there.
As much as we struggled in that third quarter, that was a heck of a comeback.
Darius, a hesitation move. Finds Mobley! Oh, Mobley with the rejection. Shooter peels off, and the Nets are going to run out of time. And what a fitting ending to the ball game. Three guys in the back, and look at him, he lays it in. And he has a chance for three.
Tell me when you see when you look straight up like wait, us now.
It's old Allen takes the feed from Darius Garland, and just like that, the Cavaliers have retaken the lead. Down the Niang for three. Hey, knocks it down. Shot clock down to 3. Garland to the foul.
What's it like not to also learn from losses? Like guys usually talk about you learn from losses, right? But you haven't really had to do that yet. So
Yeah, that's a good question. I do think when you have standards and you don't play well, you can still coach out of that. And when you lose, there's a real wake-up call. You're like stunned and you're probably more receptive. So we'll see how they react tonight, especially on the defensive side. We're at that point right now, right? 15-0. Let's test ourselves against the best, and at the perfect time to give us a good measurement of where we are.
Hey Leah, how you doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We just want to come in and say hello to you guys and wish you happy holidays.
Very nice to meet you. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Today was an awesome day. We got to visit, some kids here at the hospital. Really get to wish them a happy holidays. Give them some beanies, some teddy bears.
Cavs season of giving. The whole team was here. Front office here. It's very special. This is what it's all about. Bless you, bless others. So this is George, Double T.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, man.
Yeah, it's so great to have the team here. I mean, this gives you, great perspective. These are the real meaningful moments.
Obviously, we're a team, we're a group, and to be here with these kids and, kind of make their day, we're just really excited to have everyone here together.
What you doing, bud? We got you this blanket, this nice Cavaliers blanket from us. It's all of us from the team wanted you to have that. Keep you warm.
Say thank you.
You're welcome. Want to put that on? Yeah, there you go, with the Cavs logo. Nice.
Well, first off, I just want to say I'm excited to be here with you all. The holidays are a time to be together.
We're going to have a little shopping spree. We're going to provide y'all with some gift cards, and yeah, we're going to have a good time out here.
How you guys doing?
We got you too, big dog. Don't worry about it. How you been doing? I'm good. How are you?
I grew up with 2 foster brother and sisters, so I kind of can empathize what they're going through during these holiday seasons. So we're out here just trying to show love and have a good time and let them get the gifts they want to get for the holiday season.
And I'm here. You know, I'm here to play games, talk, chat, whatever y'all want. I'm here. Let's have fun and enjoy it. So I appreciate you guys and thank you guys so much.
We're here at the Hope Campus with Donovan to spend time with the kids. Collectively, as a coaching staff, it's been great. This is a time where you really appreciate spending time with friends, family, and to be able to put a smile on their faces is something that we look forward to every year.
Hey, I just want to thank everyone for coming out and enjoying this holiday movie night. I want to give a special thanks to the Project Act and the Cavaliers for helping me assist this movie night. Hope y'all have a great time, enjoy the movies, and as always, happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
Same here.
How the team chemistry has already been getting better day by day, you guys being here in IMG and away from your normal headquarters in Ohio?
Yeah, definitely feeling that. Now this team already gets along. Like, it's amazing. Like they get along. You can feel it, even on the court, but off the court too. Conversations at dinner, really important because we're going to hit the tough times. It'll happen during the season, and better you know someone, the easier it is to get through those tough times.
Kenny, last year, straight wins. That was Golden State back in 2015 when the Warriors won their first 24. Wow. This year's Cleveland Cavaliers looking to go 16-0 on Tuesday night, but it would take a win.
The Celtics, the defending NBA champs, hand the Cleveland Cavaliers their first loss.
It's part of the NBA. It's too bad it happened tonight.
You can learn a lot from these matchups. I think, you don't just say this is the end-all, be-all, but I think you can learn a lot from what we did, and a lot of things that they did well, a lot of things we did well, a lot of things we did poorly. It's definitely a measuring stick. You want to see where you're at, but not hold too much weight on it because at the end of the day, we're going to continue to build, and we're not going to be the same team now that we are in April. It is what it is.
For Jalen to play with most of the members of the roster that play regularly, how important was that for him to do that and not just play alongside guys who are also on the reserves?
I'll give our assistant coaches credit. They really pushed to put him in the starting lineup. And I was fighting it. I said, wait a second, he hasn't really played at all. I'm not, I was a little pretty unsure, and they pushed and pushed. I was in the elevator with DeMar Carroll, and he goes, "Hey, we got to start Jalen because it's important for a young guy to be around vets to start." And I thought that was great. That's why you have a staff, and it's a great suggestion that really helped him get off to a good start.
Getting away for training camp in Sarasota, I think, was something different, unique for this group.
It's been good. Everybody's just really bought in right now. With the new coaching staff, I thought it was going to be tough coming in, just having new faces around, but everybody's getting along pretty well. Everybody's trying to build connections and relationships, so everything's been good. Everybody's locked in and bought into what Kenny's trying to put into the organization. When you go somewhere, and I think we all can speak to this, when you have a home, you feel like you can relax, you feel at peace. Obviously on the floor, it speaks for itself. The trust, the continued growth that we have on the floor, the success we've had, even the failures bring you like this closer to the group. But as a city, as a team, as an organization, you just feel like some place where you need to be.
What are some of your expectations that you hope to gain out of this training camp?
Some great camaraderie, some good communication between guys, and better relationship with our coaching staff.
6 in this school.
Come on, Greg.
Oh, yeah. 2 minutes. Nice rally right there. 2 minutes. Nice rally. Okay. So you gotta serve it on the hands. Only rule is you can't go inside this area. 30 seconds.
I know you're not talking.
You have a relationship with Donovan that precedes coming to Cleveland. Can you talk about that and where you see his growth and where he's at today?
You know, when Donovan was in Utah, you know, he was a rookie. He played off pure athleticism. So it was a lot for him to learn. Obviously, he was able to grow at his time in Utah, and he's also have grown since he's been here. And really the biggest growth is just his understanding, his IQ of the game, him slowing down and reading the defense. And, you know, I always tell him, you know, every possession you have doesn't have to be a spectacular play. You know, sometimes it can just be an easy, simple play. He loves baseball, so I always tell him, hey, hit singles. Like, singles works too. So, you know, just simplify the game for him, and he's been able to do that. And, you know, that's a testament to his work and his daily habits.
A warm welcome to Cavaliers basketball on FanDuel Sports Network, presented by Hyundai. On tap tonight, the Cavaliers and the Raptors.
Credit to the guys for you know, coming out with the W.
Allen cruises down the lane, he throws it down, and Jared Allen draws the foul.
J.A., you're welcome for the 2 days off.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Just our chemistry and how the vibes around this team, where nobody has an ego, nobody's trying to outshine anybody. And it just makes it easier to play with.
It's like a style of play offensively that helps carry you through some down days or down games or down spots of games. And you know, when everyone's sharing it, feeling involved, obviously making shots is helpful. But there's a legwork that goes into that I think we saw early in the season, and then kind of caught fire and obviously still shooting it well.
He's been great so far, and I think he's just been extremely intentional about everything that we've been doing, from a player development standpoint to a schematic offense, defense, to you know, fun activities off the floor. So I think it's been really neat to just watch the holistic approach that he's brought into the organization, and just his work ethic. He's extremely passionate. He works extremely hard, and the guys see that and respect it.
That has you asking questions about Kenny Atkinson because of the job that he's doing with them. He's got them playing defense, obviously. I can't say enough about what we're seeing from Cleveland. They've got size, they've got youth, they've got athleticism, they have perimeter shooting, they play defense, and they're disciplined, and they're accustomed to playing together. So they can't be ignored.
Cavaliers have won 17 of their first 20 games as they have the best record in the NBA and occupy the top spot in the East. To stay there, they'll need to upend Jason Tatum and the hard-charging Celtics as the standings tell the story of what's at stake tonight.
Had the second best start in NBA history and needed to win tonight to stay in the playoffs.
Listen, after those 2 losses against Atlanta, I'm like, are we ever going to win another game? Like, I told my daughter, I'm like we could lose 15 in a row. Like, I mean, that's because this league, you know how good this league is, and so we're kind of not in that space at all in terms of, hey, we got or first seed or because you get rung up in this league, and it just like hits you in the face, like, oh my gosh, like Atlanta, like they're unbelievable. Like are we dipping? And so you just which is natural to have those doubts. So now we're not in that space. But thank you for telling me we've had one of the best starts in NBA history. Makes it feel good.
Tatum, like you said, man, tough shot. We mentioned that the Celtics lead the NBA in isolation plays. We've seen it throughout this fourth quarter, a steady diet from Tatum. 5 to shoot. Mitchell picked up by Hauser, steps back.
That's a testament to his work and his daily habits.
And drills a 3. Big shot by Donovan Mitchell. My goodness. Wow. Right back in this ball game. We got a game, John. Joe Mazzola wants a timeout as it is ear splitting. So valuable. Drew Holiday, you see, you pick up Mitchell full court. He wants to keep the ball in a 45's hands. Okoro sprays one to Mobley. Now it's in the hands of Mitchell, and he delivers. Excellent play. Good ball movement by the Cavaliers. That ball really didn't take a second anywhere.
The biggest thing is trusting each other, trusting the process. That's the biggest thing. I don't mean to quote Joel, but that's really what it is. You got to trust your work and trust what we've been working on since training camp, and that's what you saw tonight. And that's what it's going to continue to be. Because shots may go in, shots may not come in. But don't abandon what got us to where we are.
Talked earlier about how indicative the start of the season is. You mentioned identity. How do you describe this team's identity so far?
Oh man, connected is the word. I just keeps coming back to me, and we're connected on both ends. We're connected in the locker room. It's like 1 through 18. We just have this. Kind of have this special chemistry, and I'm not saying that lightly. I'm not just some coaches. This is like true connectedness. True synergy across the roster, and that's obviously the talent is elite, but I think that's how you get off to one of these great starts. So that's the main thing that stands out to me.
Our first final of the night, gentlemen. We knew this was going to be a good matchup and almost like a measuring stick, because the Cleveland Cavaliers got off to a really hot start, going 15-0. Then they kind of hit the shine a little bit with 4-3, but now they're beating a quality team in Denver. They've tied their best franchise record start. Are they real?
Yes.
Jared Allen. Day 2, Charlotte. Here we go.
Bounce off the Taj Gibson. Gibson to the basket. That's a race by Jared Allen.
Man, it's just a tremendous thing to have.
Garland, what a fake as he shook Mark Williams. On a Saturday afternoon, as here's Evan Mobley. He'll creep into a 3. Hey, knocks it
Just
down. Evan
love how aggressive he was from the 3-point line. He even took a bad one or two. It's like, go ahead, like freedom to take a bad one, and because we want him to be aggressive. He's got a beautiful shot. Love his confidence. He was awesome today.
They now have the basketball and an 11-point lead. Garland slings it to LeVert. There's Mobley. Hey, he's got another! Evan Mobley has nailed his 6th triple, and he now has a career-high 41 points as he has buried the Hornets here today.
Yeah, he's just been unstoppable in every aspect of the game right there, including the defensive end.
This one wasn't easy there down the stretch. Wasn't exactly pretty, but how'd you guys come through?
Yeah, we had to lock in. They made it end the game.
You got an 8 a.m. 40 ball. That's nasty work. Oh, God. What was going on? That's nasty work. It's feeling good. You made me airball twice.
We're in this nice evolution as a team. They have confidence in themselves. We have, I have great confidence in them. We're in a really good place mentally with the team. Thank you. All right.
Obviously, he's the final decision maker, but he really values our opinions, and so he wants us to speak up, even if it means that we don't necessarily agree with his position, right? He wants us to challenge it, and if he thinks that that's the better thing, that's what's best for the team, puts his pride aside, and he's going to do what's best for the team always. So I think it's been really neat to just see him lean on the coaches from this group and trying our best to help him as he kind of builds us up.
Once Kenny really get this offense in, and we get past this All-Star break, and we really like humming on all cylinders, this team is truly dangerous.
Look, we got championship aspirations. Y'all ain't talking about us. It's cool. We know what we could be.
Down the lane, he thunders it home.
Spider, and he sat down beside him. Mitchell, goodness. Mitchell with a pick six.
They just kind of destroyed their opponents for an entire month.
Here's Mitchell. The shot clock shows 5. He dumped Drummond. He fires, and he's got it. Oh, he just buckled the big man.
No, I just got a question for you guys. Do you think the offense can keep it going for the entire road trip thing, Earl? Because I know we were talking about how playing on the West Coast is a little bit tougher, but do you think they can dominate the rest of these last 3 games this week up to Friday?
Like, see if we can continue to do what we're doing against elite Western Conference team.
Yes. They are coming out here ready to play.
I'm lucky to coach them when they're really starting to take off. And what's exciting is like, well, what's the future, right? You know, I think Evan's scratching the surface of where he can go. So that's really exciting. That was a part of the allure of getting this job, was how young and kind of in the prime this roster is.
It's been a long 9 weeks, right? What's been the most difficult part for you at this time?
I mean, just not being out there with the guys. But they've made it fun. I mean, watching the success and everything we've done so well, and what it's contributed to as far as our record and the way guys are playing. It's been fun to watch from the outside, but hopefully sometime soon I could join the party.
Difficult to beat. He's all over the place on both ends. And Struz got off the Struz. He has Niang to the basket. He lays it in. Nice job of the Cavs. We spent a week in Hull before hitting this road trip. As Struz from the corner off the inbounds feed. He pockets the corner triple. Goes to Struz. Struz shakes. He'll zip one off to LeVert. LeVert for 3. Yes, sir. With that guy, Karis LeVert. Big shot. Nice ball.
And also the end of it, 2024. Team's rolling. How good has it been?
Man, it's been a great start with a great group of guys, and to finish kind of the new year out like this with 3 wins in a row on the West Coast against three playoff caliber teams. I mean, couldn't ask for anything more.
Happy birthday, Kenny. Bring it in. Yeah. Second month in a row, Coach of the Month.
center, man.
You know, I only hey, guys.
All shucks, you know. No, but it's about this group. It's about your identity. We're just empowering you. That's all we're doing. It's real simple. Group was great already. Keep growing. Keep saying, like, when you're this connected, you can do something really special. So that's what I feel where we're headed. All right? Is that good enough?
Kenny, who together? 1, 2, 3.
Together.
You guys are playing Chicago soon, I think, right? In January. I'm not sure of the schedule, but we've had some pretty intense games, especially that one on was it ESPN or TNT against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm just gonna sit here and say this: we need to get Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell in the All-Star game. Like, come on, dude.
We're here to celebrate 4 new revolutionary players. 4 players who are redefining what it means to be an NBA All-Star. Dynamic, explosive, unstoppable. Spider Mitchell has turned the rim into a canvas and every dunk into a masterpiece. A highlight reel that you cannot stop watching.
You always shine in big moments. Talk to you about delivering that final blow.
I mean, shoot, I had to hit one. I done sold the rest of the 3 before that, right? I mean, man. Nah, I mean, that's not about the shot. It's about Isaac Okoro's rebound. Like, we don't get that possession without Isaac Okoro diving on the floor, calling timeout, doing the little thing. Excuse me. Like, that's what it's all about. You know, I did my job. Isaac did his job. We all did our job. But that's a big win on the back-to-back. They played their behind off. You know, as a group, we just continue to fight and claw. But yeah, I mean, after missing the last 4, I figured I'd at least make one.
Donovan getting off the ball, understand the ball's going to find him and he can take over in the fourth quarter. So everything that the Cavs have shown us so far has been for real.
Do an MVP check in November.
But how is it not Donovan Mitchell? Like, who else are we putting in this competition?
Right now, if the voting stopped, it's got to be him.
And you're seeing stars like
Donovan Mitchell as far this season. And again, you know, a year ago, I didn't think they had the
mentality. You know, I think that's kind of it. It kind of sets the tone for the rest of the game. You know, if you give a team life from the jump, it's kind of hard to fight that uphill battle on a consistent basis. So kind of just being able to hit first on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively.
Chris. Hey, Donovan.
Yes, sir.
What did this one take tonight?
Grit, determination, fortitude, and it took everybody. You know, I think the biggest thing for us was I got to give credit to the bench. They came in and really, you know, changed the game.
Everybody's going to hound him on the offensive game because he's Donovan Mitchell.
He's averaging 24 and 4 and 4. He's efficient. He is leading this team to a historic start.
Mobley, second chance for the Cavs. Mitchell cuts. Mitchell twists. Oh, and a circuit shot by Donovan Mitchell.
Now you see me, and now you don't.
Donovan Mitchell's the Donovan Mitchell Show.
I think these Cleveland Cavaliers are serious.
Don't take the foot off the gas. Can't take the foot off the gas. Stay dangerous always. Cavs hoops.
It means a lot to us and the organization. I mean, just to have a dynamic superstar like Don, especially on the floor, his talents is super crazy. His athleticism, his scoring ability, and just his leadership for this group is definitely taking a toll on us. So we really appreciate him for being here for sure.
But my biggest thing is always just trying to build, you know, and develop good habits, and we did that tonight.
Donovan Mitchell's so good. Watch the end of that game, watch that fourth quarter. He is elite. He gets to his bag. By the way, Drew Holiday was guarding him, who I think is the best perimeter defender in the NBA. And Donovan Mitchell is just so strong. He's so crafty. The way he can get this dude to a shot, the attention he draws, gets everyone else involved. He's a big-time player.
He certainly has been able to adjust. And how about that clean steal by Mitchell?
Out possession of the opponent.
Mitchell takes it right to the shot. Oh, look out! There it is.
Wow. First dunk of the year, too? I only dunked back home.
We're waiting for that.
Man, what? I was waiting the whole first half for it.
For you, as you guys were coming off a loss and you felt like you needed to approach it a certain kind of way?
Yes, but then also we were in the elevator and a lady, there was a bunch of us in the elevator and then we were there and somebody said, you know, what time y'all play tonight? We said 7. And then, you know, good luck. You know, the group in the back said good luck. And then this lady was just adamant. She was just like, no, we wish them bad luck. You know, we wish nothing good happens to them. Like really adamant about it. And I didn't say nothing. I laughed. I forgot who I was in the elevator with. But I was just like, damn, like, all right. And you know, from that point on, it was like, all right, like, you know, just something to prove. So shouts out to her. I said it to Serena earlier. So shout out to whatever her name is in the elevator. She wished us terrible luck, bad luck, like really like emphasized it too. So shout out to her.
Donovan, you said this morning that one of the most important things is just how this team responds. How do you feel like this team responded?
You know, we played a pretty solid game. We started off the game not great. We didn't really have energy. We looked like we were on the back-to-back. But the biggest thing was we responded to that. You know, continuing to trust each other. Our bench played phenomenally. Karis started, but like Karis played well defensively. Max, George, Ty, like, you know, that's what we need, especially when you got guys like Evan and Isaac out. You know, you got to find it somewhere. You know, obviously we're going to do what we do, but like having the contribution from the whole team, that's what it's all about.
Get over here, Darius. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. Hey, you look at the third quarter, and you held them to 19 points. 18-0 run that extended into the fourth quarter.
Best duo in the NBA right now.
I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to show some love out there to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Give me Garland and Mitchell. The way that they've been able to put it together with the rest of the group. They're rolling right now, one of the undefeated teams that's left out there. So I'm going to show some love to Cleveland.
Next, a visionary. DG doesn't just see the court, he feels it. This isn't just court awareness, it's mastery.
He has been that guy and fresh off of icing the game for the Cavs, the reigning Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
Darius Garland at All-Star time, we might as well start talking about it now.
Darius Garland had a great season.
The team charges back and forth. He should be an all-star. Not only that, but there's 4 coming off the squad.
Goodness, young man, roll, young man, roll.
Just gonna start. Baby, please. That's what we do. Yep.
Tom, is 82 the goal?
It's always the goal. But
I was gonna say, what's it mean that you guys tied a franchise record with the 8-0 start?
yeah, it means a lot to us. You know, any win in this league is really tough. So getting 8 in a row, it's really good for us. So we're happy. There's a lot more games to go. It's 82 games in this league, so just got to keep it going. Got to keep our foot on the gas and just keep this intensity, same mindset, same goals.
So happy for him to continue to take, like, he won Player of the Week, and I asked him, I was like, you didn't win one last year. He was like, no. I'm like, that's one of many. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because this is who he is. You know what I mean? I feel like people just automatically forgot. We live in such a recency bias world, and I hate it because this is who Darius Garland is. This is why he was an all-star. This is why he got paid what he got paid. You know, this is who he is. So, you know, for him, it's great to see him continue to be this guy that he's been even before I got here.
Kenny, it seemed like you talked about the second half, how you had gotten stagnant. Darius came back to the game and really seemed to give you guys new life. What's it say about him, just the season he's having so far?
What a season. You know, and he defended Steph, you know, I thought it did a darn good job, so he's doing it on both ends. Listen, it got a little dicey there, right? We were getting a little nervous. We got him in the game, and he kind of closed the door. So he's man, he's playing great basketball.
Keep on keeping on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like, when did y'all really, like, what was it a play, or when did y'all really feel like y'all was locked in?
We just really explained to each other, like, this is what we're going to have to do to win. This is what we're going to have to do to get to the Eastern Conference Finals and to the finals.
Task tonight, like, see if we can continue to do what we're doing against elite Western Conference teams.
Darius Garland is balling. I got to tell you, Wendy, I can't sleep on the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You watch the Cavs play, you have to be impressed.
Continue to fly under the radar. Continue to do things quietly. Continue to win and just stack up dubs and just keep hooping. They go about their business and they go home and they come back. They're a hard-nosed basketball team. They're blue-collar guys, and for that reason. And when it gets time to it, when you're on that national stage come playoff time, that's when you make the biggest statements.
It actually is fun as well to be a fan of a team that doesn't get that kind of recognition, because it gives you a real sense of us against the world.
And you're waking up a lot of people around the world.
And it looks like he's just on the up and up. So I think it's another all-star season for Darius Garland.
Go and vote for our all-stars.
He's in his 6th year. He's 25 years old. He's not a kid anymore. And I think Darius has grown up.
Darius Garland was unbelievable last night, getting to his spots, setting up everybody. So I'm happy for him. And yeah, listen, if again, it's early, but if they're a top 4, top 5 team, and they might get 2.
Might get 2 of these guys.
Yeah.
Darius Garland has played really well. And take a look at this. He's been extremely efficient.
My coach in college used to say, stay out of the paint, stay off the baseline. Like, And now that's Darius is he's in the paint and he's on the baseline all the time. So this game has changed. I think point guards are much more scoring, scorers now. But he does have the quarterbacking, like, point guard mentality, though. For being such an elite scorer, I think he's got a pretty darn good balance.
Last night as Garland gets inside, he'll float it up and in. Last night was the first time Cavaliers teammates was on the floor as Garland cruises down the right alley. He got right around Shed and he lays it in. Garland tracks it down, dumps to Garland inside. It's Merrill.
But they cannot get away with easy shots in the paint, so gotta shoot the 3.
And it was Darius Garland who led the way with a 40-point performance.
Hey, I'm gonna give the team to you tonight.
So Darius obviously goes out and gets a 40 ball tonight. Felt like it was an old school 40 ball though, because he was getting into the paint and getting to the line. Can you just kind of describe the way that he was able to bend the defense tonight?
He carried us.
A force of nature in the paint. Defenders fear him. Teammates trust him. J.A., he does it all. This is domination at its purest.
Like, no hyperbole, one of the most fascinating people, I would say, in professional sports. What have you been spending most of your time on recently that's not basketball?
I'm reading a whole lot again.
There are few players in the NBA right now that are as underrated as Jarrett Allen.
Afro power, Allen, he's the one that steps up and plays big, the defense, and of course, getting down in transition, finishing well.
Tipped in by Allen.
Hey, Kenny told me before this game he's got to talk Jarrett Allen up more because he's just invaluable. I know this guy, he's not out there to seek any credit. He's not that type of guy. But so can you tell me what he means to this team?
I mean, he's a key to this team. I mean,
he holds down the paint for us. I'm just his sidekick, help him when he needs help. But, I mean, he holds down the paint for us, and he's a defensive anchor.
It's okay to blush a little bit.
I just roll with my bigs.
Hey, lastly, Kenny said before this game, this road trip's going to be a test, right? And games like this, we're going to show feedback to you guys, right? What type of feedback did this win show?
We're ready to fight, even on the road. We're willing to bring our talents anywhere and face the best.
Send this big duo to the All-Star game. Make sure you guys are voting.
The difference between a team that's grooming and a team that's well-groomed. And Allen operating in the paint.
We got an all-star right here. Y'all better book it. Big Fro, Fro-Hio, whatever you want to call it, all-star. Y'all better book, y'all better vote for our mayor.
Real though.
Just like that.
Allen runs over James, and he dunks.
We're ready to fight.
Jarrett Allen, first off, change the game. Offensive rebounding, scoring points. You know, I was telling someone the other day, I was like, the old Cavaliers, people would have been like, oh, you can take away Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell and you'll be good. Well, Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen showed you that, you know, if you take away those two, we can throw the ball down to them and they can score points, and we can offensive rebound with Jarrett Allen because he was phenomenal. He has this saying that's like, you know, we're playing Cavs basketball. I'm like, what's Cavs basketball? He's like, you know, good.
Ethical basketball.
Finally, a two-way machine. Evan is the kind of player who shuts down the stars on defense and lights up the scoreboard on the other end.
Evan Mobley has been a key to the Cavs' success, and he is here with us in studio to start 2025. Evan, thank you so much for making the time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's just dive right in because you're playing at such a high level right now. We got the numbers, averaging a career high in scoring while being top 3 in Defensive Player of the Year odds as well. And I want to read you this quote from your teammate, Donovan Mitchell. He said, "We're not this team. We're not the team who we are without him, without you. I think for us to take that step, I've been saying this, he would have to do what he has currently been doing."
You watch how Evan Mobley gets the ball in the middle of the court and then disseminates it, and he does it with speed and accuracy.
That brother Evan Mobley can shoot a 3. He can shoot a 3.
He can almost do everything on the court, so for us, just to keep putting him in spots where he can be dominant.
41 points tonight.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's a resilient group. It's a group that's together. There's such a belief right now. It's like an expectation, like, you know, you're supposed to win this game. And I felt it. Obviously, Evan having a monster game really helped our cause.
It's been amazing. I feel like what's changed is just my confidence level, just trusted in all the hard work that I've been putting in through this off season. You also have to have confidence in yourself. These are great guys in the league, and they've been doing numbers in the league, but you also got to know that you're up next.
They played their butts off. They went at each other and they competed, which is all NBA fans want to see night in, night out.
It's a beautiful game. I think it had playoff atmosphere, playoff competition. Guys were competing. I felt like there was no extracurricular stuff. It was just like pure basketball, pure competition. Obviously, whoever won, lost. It was just a good game for the league, for the fans. Really exciting game.
The only thing that can get them in a position where they can have 4 guys in All-Star is to be consistent.
Face them twice this week, but before we do let you go, today is the last day to vote for All-Stars. 3 for 1, just a few hours left. Tell the people what they need to do.
All right, you guys know what it is. Listen to TT here.
Guys, We've been patient.
Yes.
We've been nice. But tonight we're going to be aggressive. We're staying dangerous.
Yes.
Listen, guys, we have 4 All-Stars: Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Jared Allen, Evan Mobley. All 4 of them need to be in the game. We have the best record in the NBA. We have the best 4, core 4, big 4, like KA says.
And today is
3 for 1 day. So you vote twice, it counts for 3 votes. And if you get another computer, you can vote again, so that'll be 2 for 6. All right, so use your iPad, your cell phone.
call your auntie,
Android.
your uncle, your step cousin, all of them.
Yeah.
Vote 3, 4, 1.
Even the cousin you don't like, tell them to vote.
Yes.
Because we all got those.
4 All-Stars.
4 All-Stars. Make sure you vote, guys.
That's right.
Vote for them. We need them all in the game. They need to all be in San Fran.
Yeah,
No
come on.
question. Only a few hours left, too. Today's the last day
Yeah,
to
hurry
vote.
up.
George, Tristan, thank you.
Start with the East. So here's what we're going to do, if this is okay with you, Ken Jet Smith.
Yes, indeed.
Since you are the only guard up here.
Yes, indeed.
I will give you a card that has the East guards.
Okay, gotcha.
Of your second.
Happy I got to say his name. And second, in the backcourt.
Donovan Mitchell.
From the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Darius Garland.
Wow. From the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Mobley is unstoppable.
Seen him grow up, so.
Homegrown, man.
Homegrown,
very
man.
proud of you guys, man. Incredible work. We drafted you at 18, 19, and special stuff to raise you guys where you are now. But all the praise goes to you guys, man. The work you guys put in.
You're an all-star again. What's the biggest thing you learned about yourself just as a person?
You want me to be honest with you?
Absolutely.
I'm a soldier. For real. A lot of people don't go through jaw surgeries and wires shut. I mean, I couldn't talk, couldn't eat. Like, it was. I know a lot of people that wouldn't do that or couldn't do that. So, yeah, I'll say that. Just another bump in the road. Just dealing with some adversity, just getting through it, just fighting, and like find a way to have some joy, like while you're going through it. I know last year I went to Paris with the guys, and like that was the most fun I've had, and I couldn't eat none of the great food or even talk to them. So these guys bring me a lot of joy, and that's why I got through it, to be honest with you. But yeah, just keep your head up high, keep smiling, stay attached to your loved ones and the ones that have been there for you, and just get through it. And thanks everyone for joining. We appreciate it. All the coverage this year has been phenomenal. Obviously, super exciting year and off to the best start in Cavaliers history.
All 82.
Exactly.
We got all the cliches.
Tom. Kenny, what you think of the new guy? Good. You think of this new meeting?
You touched on the trade deadline briefly the other night.
You have to listen to you'd be really not smart if you didn't listen and talk about how you can get better. It's just it's the business we're in. We're really good, obviously, but could always be something out there that gets us to the next level. My one thing to Kobe is like we have great chemistry right now, and a great kind of culture, great locker room culture. That's super important to me. Obviously, continuity thing has really helped. So, we just gotta, if it is a trade, if it is a buyout, it's gotta be the right fit, obviously. Thank you.
Sets the scene for Cavaliers basketball on FanDuel Sports Network, presented by Hyundai. It's a Central Division clash as the Cavaliers battle the Pistons. The Cavs are out of timeout. They need to go 94 feet. Darius Garland over the timeline, going for the win. Oh!
They say gang. Let's go DC.
About this game, so let's start with the end. Talk to me about what happened on that final play.
I mean, DJ, the PG, he stepped up, made the shot, and man, that was a crazy ending. I don't even know.
How do you explain what? There he is. There he is.
Let's go home. Guys to the mic. Let's go home. All-Star 4. Let's go home.
All right, I know you.
Kenny, what was your view of the Darius Garland buzzer beater at the end there?
I mean, incredible. We had a play set up, and he disregarded the play and went and made a play. If that makes sense.
Yeah. When did you know? Did you know it was one of those things where it was going in when it left his hand?
Kind of, yeah. Kind of knew it. It looked nice, and we had Sam coming off a pin down on the other side. Who I thought was open, and it's what great players do. They make big plays.
It's tweeted by our guy Chris Haynes.
Because they did make a trade.
Trading forward DeAndre Hunter.
I love this move.
For Cleveland, I love that you get a wing guy.
This was the steal of the...
Yeah, 19 a game, leading the league in scoring off the bench.
Come on, man.
They got a wing they were looking for.
Probably the best year he's had since he's been in the league. He's been healthy and he's productive.
He's a proven player in the NBA, right? And number two, you know what he is.
They're playing the best basketball.
What does this make Cleveland in the Eastern Conference?
Obviously, we made a big decision yesterday afternoon. And first and foremost, we want to thank Caris LeVert and George Niang, really important parts of our team and our program. It was almost 3 years ago that we traded for Caris. And so Caris has been a big part of our ascent as a program. And so it's really difficult to make that phone call. And then obviously George, who has been the life of the locker room in a lot of ways. Give him credit, has played every single game since we've acquired him. And that's not easy to do, to play all 82 and be available. And so, they were big parts of our culture. And so to make these kinds of decisions don't come lightly. These are hard things to do. I think for us, even though we're off to such a great start, even though that the regular season record is what it is, we're thinking past April, and we're thinking, how do we continue to progress? How do we win rounds of the playoffs? How do we ultimately set ourselves up for a championship?
It's interesting. Sometimes you're proud of the group for what they're doing tactically on the floor, and there's other games where you're proud of them for other reasons, right? Like, why is this one of those games?
Yeah, this was more. This just goes to show how connected we are, how much they support each other. We went through some some stuff, and we're all kind of tired, to be honest, and I told them, in the locker room, a lot of teams lose this game, and that's kind of who we are. We got a heck of a team.
Timeout, Washington. 24 hours. Did you guys kind of have to fight that mental fatigue to start this game?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we also had 3 in 5 days, so another tough one. And I feel like we were just mentally tired and a little bit physically tired, but we found a way to get the win.
So you had a 30-point game.
We were all just sitting in like, these guys are a hell of a group. We love coaching you. She'll start crying. I'm not crying. I love you guys. Can we get out of here?
Hey, shout out to Craig and James Ronnie being ready. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, no 3, 1, 2, 3. Together.
At her eyes, got the little squint.
DeAndre, we are now open for questions.
What is the most exciting aspect of coming to a team like this?
For me, is winning. Coming from Atlanta, we had down years, had good years, but here I think it's kind of expected to win, and that's something I would like to pride myself on because I would consider myself a winner. So I think that would be the biggest thing that I'm excited for.
What do you expect the process of getting up to speed in Cleveland being like for you?
I think it'll be a little tough, especially since it's mid-season. Learning the plays, learning, guys' tendencies and things like that. So that might take a while, but as far as the game of basketball, it's the same, no matter where you're at. So, the fundamental principles will be the same, but just learning the system and, like I said, guys' tendencies, what they do and don't like to do. I think that'll be the hardest, thing for me to learn.
Do you anticipate it being more difficult on offense or defense?
I think it'll be the same for both. You spend most of your time, 50-50 on offense and defense, so it's kind of hard to say which one will be harder. But like I said, I think it'll just take a little time, and playing to definitely speed up the process a little more.
How do you think you'll fit in?
Because I really do think the DeAndre Hunter trade makes them the team to beat in the East. I really do. I mean, they were already playing great. To go out and get a player as good as DeAndre Hunter, I think that was a home run by the Cavs. So if I'm telling you right now, I'm going to have to change my pick. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers are the front runner in the East.
I'm excited. I texted DeAndre, just myself and said, hey, excited to have you, excited to be a part of this and really get to this moving forward.
How do you think you'll fit in?
I think I'll fit in great. I know a few of these dudes just from, playing basketball. I have a friend in Ty, so, he's going to get me acclimated. But, from the dudes I met and, the ones I knew from before, I think it'll be a seamless, transition.
What is the most exciting aspect?
First a minute.
We got all the cliches.
Tom, Kenny, what you think of the new guy?
Like him. Helped us get off that 16-0 start. I thought our, kind of what we envisioned, our physicality, his activity, size. You just felt it. I don't know if you guys felt it out there. I sure did. Big reason we got off to that good start.
Jeff. DeAndre, what did you think of that reception the fans gave you as you were introduced?
It was great. It's always good to feel the love, especially as a player. I can't thank them enough. They definitely gave me an energy boost out there for sure.
Mark.
Woo! You've talked about the grind and just working through a season. Even with all the success, do you sense the team needs a break?
Not really. Max obviously got us off to that, he hit 4 threes, I think, to right off the bat. I thought our two big guys were fantastic, protecting the rim. Oh, man, I just love how he shoots the ball and made a couple of big defensive plays, physical, all the things we thought about him are coming true. You love that, first impressions. Fantastic.
You mentioned mindset, and look, these past 2 games before the break, you beat the opponents by over 20. So what does that say about that mindset and mental focus of the group?
I think we're hungry. This is a hungry team. Like I said before the game, ambitious, and we're mature. We got great leadership, and it shows in these type of games.
What'd you make of it?
So we finally got a move, Cavs fans, as it has been reported by Hoops Hype's Michael Scotto that Cleveland has agreed to a 10-day contract with Nae'Qwan Tomlin, who is absolutely tearing it up at the G League level for the Cleveland Charge.
So they've agreed to a 10-day contract. He's playing in the G League with the Cleveland Charge, so Cavs know him really well.
He never played high school basketball, and last night he made his NBA debut. Meet Nae'Qwan Tomlin of the Cavs.
First NBA bucket. Q, man.
Oh,
We gonna get the ball. Speed. You gotta talk.
Speed.
Say something.
You gotta bring it in, though.
You gotta bring it in. We gonna get the ball.
On three, though.
All right, together on three. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
When it comes to the Knicks, people still talk about what happened a couple of years ago in the playoffs,
Sure.
even though it's two different teams. Do you get the sense from games like this that this is a rivalry with this?
They remember, I know our players remember. They talk about it, and it's one of those kind of challenges you got to get over, right? And I know it's not a playoff game tonight, but this is a team that took you out, and how you going to perform against them? How you going to be ready for them if you have to play them again?
Minutes per game, all 5. Mobley takes the feed from Strus. Hit him right in the form. Mobley recovers, and Garland buries a 3.
The Cavaliers are really up on the defensive end of this thing.
Manny Native has checked in. Strus for Allen. Boy, the Cavs continue. He appeared to get fouled. He did. He puts it up and in. A circus shot by Donovan. He missed it. Here's Jerome up to Strus, who's all by his lonesome. 14 triples on 24 long-range shots. Porter off the Wade. What a pass!
When you lose like that in the way, right? I think you guys tell me the rhetoric was, they were more physical and they beat us up physically, right? They're more competitive, all that, and as a competitor, you remember those losses. It's a simple game. You defend like we defend, and how you guys share the ball and play together and so connected. That's simple formula. Max 8 assists tonight. Times like crazy. And you know what I love? That last group coming in, and you guys played your ass off and played the same way. We just kept it going. And that's why you score 142 points, holding to 105. Hell of a job. All right. Well-deserved day off tomorrow.
News for the Cavaliers, though. The Cavaliers have gone out and signed another guy. They signed forward Javonte Green, a big guy who can guard on the wing. He was bought out by the Pelicans. Reports are the Cavs will be signing him once he clears waivers. It gives them an additional wing that can defend at a high level. So the Cavs continue to improve roster and upgrade areas that they need to contend.
When we talk about what the ultimate goal of a team as good as your team is, which is winning in June, it almost never happens for teams with 2 small guards, historically speaking.
Joe, what's your definition of small? Because I don't consider Don a small guard. I don't. That he's not in that category.
Hey Kenny,
Hey.
Ty Jerome's performance.
Oh, man.
What can you say about him?
They were joking they're going to name a floater after him, So you guys can start thinking about that, what his floater is. I don't know. He's got amazing. We needed his. With excuse me, Darius out. We needed his ball handling. We needed his playmaking. He was phenomenal. Kind of took the game over there for a while, and then made big plays down the stretch and big defensive play. Had that big steal with the pull-up 3. Man, the guy's playing unbelievable. That was a playoff type win.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Thanks for coming today. Hey, B, I see you, baby. Great. See you, Pete. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Congratulations. Doing what we've been doing, so let's go 48 minutes. Go together on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Everybody scored tonight.
The offensive board. Hunter lines it up. Bingo. A 3. Jerome is in, and Jerome instantly delivers. What? Working around Strus.
Get him the ball on the short roll and allow him to make plays.
Mitchell flips it in.
Cleveland 15-5 on the break.
Jared Allen gets the roll.
Cleveland's lighting it up tonight.
Dean Wade buries the triple. Mobley, big finish.
Jason Tatum as Green now runs the floor. Be a tough team to beat.
Nice finish by Craig Porter Jr.
Pistons with 7 in a row.
That's right. Inside for the jam. It's Tomlin.
Great job tonight. Have fun tomorrow, but like we got another message to send in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So like enjoy tomorrow, but then lock the back in the beat. Whatever day we play. 3 days. Go together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Team dinner. Hey y'all, needed to see you there. Today we are in Orlando at ESPN Wide World of Sports Production Center. We're here after getting a great W over the Orlando Magic. Had a great practice. On our way to Boston to get a W. See you there.
Have you watched the Cleveland Cavaliers this year?
And he's talking about Cleveland over Boston. Yeah, I know Boston's got the chip, but what do you make of his assessment of the Cavs?
Cleveland is definitely playing well. I love them going out being aggressive. Listen, they've had the best record in the NBA all year. It doesn't do you any good to have the best record. You have to say, that's the team we're going to have to beat.
And the other way I look at series is if Cleveland's playing their best and Boston's playing their best, not if they stop each other, they're playing their best, who's a better team?
Celtics have hit 9 here in this first half. Mitchell got it.
The resilience that it takes to chip away. What were you most impressed with?
Our leadership, Donovan especially, just he never gets too high or too low. He just kept us even. So we're going to get back in this thing.
Donovan Mitchell with a highlight reel dunk. A vicious throwdown here in Boston.
Boy, that was absolutely filthy by Donovan Mitchell. And I just showed you the fire is in there to compete.
All our guys, right? They never got exasperated, and that was an avalanche. That was, great composure, great resiliency.
That was a brawl for it all.
Donovan, you guys were down 22, 5 minutes into this game. Like, how did you keep your composure to just keep chipping away?
Yeah, I mean, everything that could have went possibly wrong went wrong. You know what I mean? And at that point, it's like, you can only go up from there. I think, they give them credit. They came out the way, and started the way they were supposed to. But for us, once we got to the end of the first, we've given up 38-point quarters before. We've been down 12 in the first quarter before. So you don't think about the 25-3. You think about the end of it. Just being consistent throughout. Even when we got the lead, to still being consistent. That's the biggest challenge. It's been my challenge all year. How do you respond? And we did.
Following up on Joe a little bit, and I know you said the win doesn't necessarily mean that you figured it out necessarily, but when you do come back multiple times, based on your experience, are those types of moments things that you can lean on when you do find yourself in those holes again in the future?
Yeah, I mean, I think in that locker room, and not just it's not just post game, right? During the game, like we're our guys feel like they're as good as these guys, right? And they we can hang these guys, keep at it, stay with it. So yeah, this gives us a little more confidence, but there's context around that, right? We know they're missing 2 guys. Humble in victory, that's for sure, especially against this team. All right, thanks everybody.
Well, John, Kenny Atkinson wasn't concerned with the shots not falling, but he was concerned with the type of shots they're getting. He said, look, we've got to find us better shots, but number one priority is still on that defensive end. No matter what they do on the offensive end, if they can't play better defense, they won't win this game.
Kenny's Cavs haven't hit a field goal since the 4:34 mark of the second. Sharp.
Sim, if there's one thing we've learned about this team, it's to never count you guys out. How did you guys come back from down 18 and win in overtime?
Yeah, I mean, just a lot of resilience. Obviously not the way we wanted to play for the first, 30 minutes of the game or whatever. But what we've done, I mean, it's similar kind of to that Toronto game right after OKC, coming off a big win. And sometimes it's hard to find that energy. But it's like we come in at halftime and it's like.
Wait for three. Jerome for three. Hey! Mobley made the catch. He puts it up and in.
Last time, didn't have anywhere to go with that ball.
Merrill got it. What a team play on top. One and Allen finds Strus. Strus puts it on the floor. He'll find Allen. What a pass.
Yeah, smart play by Max Strus. They're so well aware of him.
Hey, one thing we have learned about this Cavaliers team is you cannot give up on these Cavs. Down by 18 at the end of that third quarter. Ty, how did you guys win this game?
Just we got a resilient group. You know, we knew we were tired coming off a high emotional game on Friday night in Boston, and that's a good team. They play hard, they fight, so we just had to stay with it and make some shots.
DeAndre Hunter took over this game. There was no answer for him. What did you make of the night that he had?
What'd you see out there, bro?
Made open shots, tried to get to the rim, get fouled. That was it. He put me in a good position sometimes.
Good work, Tom. Good work, Tom.
I got no ego.
I don't know.
There he goes. That's what makes us so good, bro.
Hey, we got to celebrate something here. Quan, congratulations on your silver. Bro, you earned that, man. You earned it. And then with the coach, you came in this locker room and your spirit, you always have a smile on your face. We love you already. Like a first impression. Yeah. You got anything else? Sam, you got anything else? All right. Come on, man. Let's go get Chicago.
Ray, what do you got?
Family on three. 1, 2, 3.
So, that was probably my top two.
Darius, you know how hard it is to win games in this league, right? I mean, we saw you guys get off to rough starts the past 3 games. And yet, in talking to Ty, I asked about the 11-game win streak, and he's kind of like, yeah, kind of forgot, like, that we're on this streak, right? What does that kind of say about the mentality right now of where you guys are at?
My mentality is win games. I actually forgot it was 11 games, too, to be honest with you.
The game, the way Kenny Atkinson structured that team, the way he have his defense executing on defense, the way he got Donovan Mitchell locked in and able to say, I'm ready to wear this hat. I'm ready to lead this team. For years, we questioned Donovan leadership. I really believe in Cleveland. I love to watch how they play.
Heat out of the game. What a pass by Mitchell. A no-look. Fine. 76 apiece. Donovan's out here with Jerome, Mobley, Hunter, and Merrill. 3 to go in the third. Mobley back to a wide-open Jerome. Boy, Evan Mobley set up that play as he started working right down the center of the defense, took his time, found the open man, and put it right in the breadbasket of Ty Jerome.
Yeah, great job. Nobody
I mean, I know you just left the heat of the battle there, but you're the first team in. You're 52-10. You're one of 2 teams in NBA history to have 2 winning streaks of 12 games, or maybe three winning.
Tell me stats like
I think
that.
it's 3.
I love it because
How did you guys get here?
I don't know. I mean, we got we've talked about it, Joe. We got great talent, great continuity, and great togetherness. I mean, you take those 3 things, and it seems like everything's kind of gone our way, right? This year, it's funny, like, so is there some luck? Sure, there's luck. When you do this, there's got to be luck because it's so hard to win in the NBA, and we've stayed healthy. We've played game. Tyler Hero's out tonight. Like we have had some fortune. Let's be honest. So all those things in a tumbler, and that's the kind of season we're having. But it's special. Like this is really special. We know what we're going to be judged on, but we have to enjoy this. We have to enjoy this a season like this.
Coach, we talked about it before the game, but Spo made.
Let's talk about this team. You get your 12th straight win, but you also clinch a playoff spot in March, the earliest that this franchise has been able to do that. When you're a part of that type of history and establishing what consistency looks like, what does it mean to you?
It's definitely a blessing. It's an honor. It's a sign of our hard work as a group. But at the end of the day, it don't really mean much. You know what I'm saying? Like it's great to be in the playoffs, but when we started this and when I came here and when we signed, like the playoffs wasn't the goal. It's just another step, another step on our journey. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely happy to do it in front of the home crowd, but we got a lot more to accomplish. Another one, court.
Playoffs? Playoffs?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Congratulations, Player of the Month. Appreciate it.
It's hard enough to win one game. You guys have once again won 12 straight. It's the third streak of this type that you guys have had this season. That's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah. You don't want to get caught up in it, but at the same time, you want to, remember the journey. It's my 6th year, but I kind of feel like I'm old already. But it is crazy what we're doing, and to be a part of it, and it's a special year. So you want to try to take it all in, but at the same time, remember that, once 82 games is over, that's the real season starts. So we'll enjoy it now, but got to keep our eyes on the right path.
What's the biggest reason that Cleveland has been able to take this leap this year?
Well, Coach Atkinson has done a phenomenal job. He's raised Evan Mobley's level of play. He's averaging 18 points a game. You got to give credit where credit's due. Plus, he's improved his 3-point shooting. They are undefeated with DeAndre Hunter. They're 11-0 with this guy since he's arrived from Atlanta. He's shooting about 53% from the 3-point range. This brother he's been flat out balling, and Donovan Mitchell is just a star. It's just that simple. He's bona fide. He's legit. Make no mistake about it. This size, the athleticism, the ability to shoot, the ability to defend. I can't say enough about what I've seen from Cleveland this year.
This team knows exactly what they're doing. And this team is good. This team came to play tonight.
Right there, what a move that was by Darius Garland. He felt the leading Martin. He stopped on a dime.
Kenny, you guys clinched the division tonight, another 15-game win streak. I know you guys always say we haven't done anything yet, but what stands out to you about the way you guys were able to get that win tonight, continue the streak when you were missing some of your key guys?
And it's, division champions pretty cool. I know us old school guys, we like that, that's, maybe not so much for the new generation, but that means something. We'll put a banner up in our practice facility. Kobe just told me, so that's pretty cool. But 15 in a row, haven't done, started the season 15 in a row and do it at this juncture of the season with fatigue and, teams like, Brooklyn coming here playing super hard and people trying to knock us off. It's really quite an accomplishment. We want bigger things, and we all know we want the playoffs, but I think we'll look back on this and say it's pretty incredible accomplishment.
Winning divisions because of just
culture and, you know, eyes on bigger things. But as someone that was a piece of this from the ground up, can you appreciate, you know, winning this division? I think you're the first non-LeBron team to win this division in a long, long time.
No, yeah, we definitely appreciate it. I asked Kobe if it was going to be a banner in the practice facility after we won it, so he said it will be. But the division really means a lot to us, but like me and Don keep saying, we haven't done nothing
You
yet.
guys clinching the division tonight, you know, another 15-game win streak. You still have the biggest goal ahead of you, but what does it mean the way you guys, I mean, it didn't come easy tonight, the way you were able to get it done?
It's still celebrate. I mean, we clinched, or what did we do? What was it? The division. Yeah, we clinched the division. I mean, that's still a big thing. That's still something to celebrate. And I mean, celebrate the small victories. We did something fantastic and have fun tonight and then get back to work in a couple of days.
Fun and work, maybe, probably in that order. Just to change it up a little bit, like, right, just get out of the grind. Obviously, supporting Darius and what's your life like? What is your city like? And so he was a gracious host. We had a good time, but we also did some work, played a little football on an SEC football field. Unfortunately, the coaches lost, as you probably heard. It was great, man, seeing who can play football and who can't, you know, on both sides. Darius Garland could probably play in the NFL. Like, he had a touchdown. That's the speed. Max, you know, incredible. And then, I don't know if you heard about the Sam Malik field goal.
I mean, just come get some sun, get some good weather, show the guys what Nashville is all about, have some great dinners, you know, just some quality time together, some camaraderie time. Then we had a good day of practice today at the old alma mater, so happy they came and got to see the new facility and the football field as well, so it's been cool.
All right, switching to basketball.
Strus bounces inside to Allen. Jerome steps back. He hits a three. Extra pass to Merrill. He's got it. He'll find Strus, who creams baseline. Oh, off the green. Terrific first half. Works on Jackson. And Allen shovels to Okoro. Okoro all by his lonesome. 7 assists. Jerome over the top. Over the top it goes. Puts it up and puts it in. A tribute.
Being in Nashville for a couple of days helped us. Help beat the monotony. Guys were locked in and just they're playing with joy. We're obviously talented. We're very skilled. We're connected, and we play with an enthusiasm. But you know, with that, like you said, you got to come out with force and focus, and we did kind of all of the above, and it was a stellar performance.
You could easily, you know, look at some of the negatives, yet you specifically are focusing on the positives with them. Just curious, from your vantage point as a coach, like, probably kind of pick your moments when to do that, but why focus on what you're seeing with the good?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's part of my job, right? And understanding the context and where we are in the season, what we want to accomplish, and knowing our guys, and you know, sometimes it's not that way, right? You go get on them, and you know. But this was a night. I just think, and they know it. They were talking as I went in the locker room. They know our energy and our spirit. It just wasn't there, and we were there at the game, but we weren't present.
Ty, obviously, first half, you know, it's a struggle night shooting, especially from three. But to come out second half and go on a 15-0 run, you know, what changed for you guys?
We were doing all the right things in the first half too. The ball just wasn't going in. That's kind of what we've been talking about all year, not just through this last week and a half or whatever. Just continue to do the right things. And eventually we got too many guys for the ball to keep not going in. So we stayed with it. Our energy stayed high. Our spirit stayed right. And then you kind of just saw, you keep those things right, eventually that's going to happen.
What was your term the other night that you said you got to get a little bit of your swagger back, right? Did you feel like you guys kind of felt that tonight?
For sure. Even when we were missing shots, we were still doing the right things. We were just wide open. The ball just wasn't going in for a second. But yeah, our swagger definitely, we got that back a little bit.
He gets to throw the hammer down.
Back to Garland, and the Blazers have had no answer for Darius Garland down the stretch. About a 10-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Oh, what a move by Donovan Mitchell. A jaw-dropping finish.
Yes. I'm gonna get a triple-double one day, I promise. I promise. I'm gonna get one day. I'm gonna be selfish enough to get a triple-double at some point, One day. Yeah. One day it's gonna come. Goddamn.
Very well to draw those fouls, so keep that in mind.
Struz off to Allen, and Allen hammers it home.
Exactly, everything you need to do, and they just got a break.
Wade rises and scores.
Square, and you shoot a good shot, or you get a layup like that. Nice pass.
Okoro lays it in.
What's it going to be? This could be 5 and we've got our special baker, Sir Cece, and they want to buy the cake. Samad?
All right, so Sir Cece is going to offer you $129.
Good on the defensive end as well.
Oh, Dunn scurries Struz. Ducks inside Bogdanovic and finds Mobley for the dunk. Was defended by Hunter. He missed everything. Here come the Cavs. Hunter runs the floor and banks it in.
You never know. No, I kept it. I put it on my desk at home, so we're good. Oh my gosh.
We were all wondering. Thank goodness there wasn't a drinking party.
No. Oh my gosh.
Coach, before the game, you talked about needing to take it to a different level, competitive-wise. And Donovan, at the end of the game, had it diving on the floor and then diving into the stands. For your leader to be able to do that, what does that say about him?
You can, you have to back it up, right? And we were all talking, about rebound and physicality, compete level, all that. But when your best player does it and leads, and not just the end, right? I thought the whole game, what do you have, 12 rebounds? Like, you say, hey, come on, guys, we got to rebound. No, when you do it, when you take the lead, that's it. That's why we have 60 wins.
Hopefully the weather's good, because last couple times we've been back, it's been snowing or raining. So come on, Cleveland sun, man. Give me some sun so I can enjoy myself and walk outside and get some fresh air. Right, AC? Yeah. Stay dangerous. Appreciate y'all. Take care. All right. Yes, sir. And that's a wrap. Best show on TV. And we out. So nice to meet you. All right, Serena.
Coach, as you get ready to close your final regular season game with the Cavs, what makes you, I guess, most proud of this team so far?
that we endured, right? This grind, this 82 game grind. That in itself, we know you live it, right? It's it's not easy. It's one of the challenges of professional sports, and the NBA is being able to sustain and through the kind of ups and downs and to come out of it relatively healthy is an accomplishment. So that was, and I remember we talked about in the beginning there, that was part of the goal, like going to the playoffs healthy. So we're healthy. I think just like where we are right now. I think we're in a good spot. I like our chemistry, our leadership. Now it's kind of I can't wait till tomorrow where we can really start focusing in on our ultimate goal. Try to make that next jump. But I think we're in a good place right now.
We haven't really talked about the Cavs a lot on this show. Talked about the Cavs. D-Right, tell me about what you think about them. They had an unbelievable, obviously, regular season. What do you think about them going into this playoffs?
I like them a lot. The fact that I like them because they got 2 footers out there. You got Evan Mobley, who's able to get the ball off the rim and bring the ball up, initiate the offense, make plays, shoot the tray ball, dribble handoffs like a Draymond Green, dive to the basket, finish at over the top or find guys. So Donovan Mitchell's been doing a great job being a leader and taking those guys under his wing and just showing the way to win. Who did they get? Hunter?
DeAndre
I
Hunter.
feel like that was a great pickup for them. To swap
that's
him.
the best move outside of Luka.
Yeah, you get a 3-and-D guy.
Move on the trade deadline.
Yeah, you get a 3-and-D guy that understands, to guard his man and knock down open shots.
Yeah, he's also a big wing.
Yeah, big wing. So I really, really like that team. They're coached well.
Evan, we've been talking about the playoffs basically all season long for you guys. How does it feel now that it's here? What's the vibe around the team?
Feels good. Feels like we're back at training camp, honestly. We're getting our work in. Kind of a similar setup, and I feel like it's a good setup that they came up with, and we're working hard, so we're going to be ready.
How much do you feel like you've learned being in the playoffs twice now throughout the course of your career?
I feel like I've learned how the game is played, the playoff game. It's definitely a different game, more physical, just more attitude and competitiveness. So I think we're all ready for it, and we're going to keep working till we are ready if we're not.
I love the Darius Garland quote. The first time I met him, I said, "Tell me about this group," and he said, "Man, we vibe. We vibe."
Excited. It feels like it's been forever since we played a game, so we're all just itching to get out there and play on Sunday.
I think everyone's excited. Playoffs, the most excited time of the year. I feel like it's the most important basketball, the most fun basketball, so I think we're just really excited to get going on Sunday.
I guess what we figure out tonight, so, and really just going off of watching the game tonight, studying the film from tonight's game, then wherever we're playing, studying that on Saturday, and then just getting ready on Sunday, so that makes it a little bit harder. They're a fantastic organization. They've obviously won championships. They're known for their culture. Just because they were intense. It doesn't mean anything with them. You know, you saw it in their 2 games. So for us, we got to just do what we do. Understand it's going to be a physical series. They got great guys. They got great coach. So, you know, it's on us to continue to do what we do. We use this week of rest and come out there be ready for game 1.
I think hitting the head in terms of setting the tone. Obviously, we've been off for a week, so you know, for us, we got to come out fresh. Might be a little rusty the first 5 minutes, but we got to stay dialed in. You know, this team, it's going to be their 3rd game in 5-6 nights. So we got to use that to our advantage. Get up and down, be physical from the start. A lot of grab and holding, but push the tempo.
Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs, the #1 seed in the East.
Coach, game 1 gives you the opportunity to set the tone for the series. What do you want that to be?
I mean, just be ourselves, you know, our identity. We can't reinvent the wheel. Game 1, I think we come out. The mindset we come out with all year. We've came out with all year, so you know, we got to get our rhythm going, right? You know, been off for a while, so hopefully we're the more aggressive team, more energetic team. That'd be a good start.
One of the things you mentioned the other day, just about playoff basketball.
Hope he's riding, hope he's rolling with me. Got the focus, I'm not hopeless, you see. Even in the valley of the shadows, even as I'm hurting and my tears flow. See, it is written I will win. So
Darius Garland back to Max Strus. Hey! A couple of minutes ago was in a surprise that nobody named him finalist for Defensive Player of the Year as Mitchell putting on a show early. He worked right around Tyler Hero and flushes it home.
You have someone under the basket. Cavs will look at that and makes the trap.
Those 2 games.
Yeah, he did a great job of answering the call against Chicago as well as being able to look back and pick moments where he made a huge difference.
Mobley takes the over-the-top feed. Mitchell whirls to the basket as he left Highsmith standing still.
Threw him right in for that layup.
Oh, a clean steal by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell with the pick 6.
See, I've changed. See, I've got it all from the one I know.
Not allowing Mitchell just to drive wherever he wants. He's doing a good job putting his body on the
That Garland-Allen connection has been on display all season long as Allen lays the
defense by Jared Allen.
Garland for 3. In Game 6 of the Orlando series last year in the first round as Mobley charges to the basket, missed it, but Mobley follows and scores.
And I think he's a lot like Evan Mobley in talent-wise.
Garland fades away, degree of difficulty spots in terms of the adjustments you need throughout the course of the postseason. Jerome, he's just so cool.
Kenny, is this how you envision Ty Jerome's first ever playoff game going?
No. I mean, I should have, because he's kind of done it all year. But, he had that, was slowed down a little with that injury, so. But he's done it all year. I shouldn't be surprised.
Hey, I want my brothers, we in combat. And we want all the smoke. We want all of that. Hey, I'm really him.
There and try to slow him down. He drives that corner. You got to get somebody over there to help. Nice job by Ty Jerome.
Jerome into Merrill. Back to Jerome. He'll launch a three. Hey! Knock it down! The Ty Jerome show continues here this season.
And a Ty, for you, how would you summarize your playoff debut?
Solid.
Is that first time in the playoffs? Damn, sure didn't look like it.
Solid, yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, solid game one. Yeah. We can really reevaluate after the series.
How important is it to set the tone the way that Cleveland did to now as a team with the best record in the Eastern Conference?
It's very important.
Strus is open. Wiggins gets loose. Rejected by Jared Allen. Garland to Mitchell. Jerome. He'll deal to Mitchell. Now to Merrill. Hey, Houston. Mitchell. Baseball's one ahead to Strus. How about that transition?
You had 17 points in the fourth quarter. At what point were you like, yo, I just got to take over?
After I airballed the shot on Bam. I think for me, just trying to find my rhythm, continue to find. I've been out, for 2 weeks, so just trying to continue to find my pace and where I play. At the beginning, it was creating for everybody else, and then when they started staying home, being aggressive. Like I said to y'all before, my job is just to lead in every single night in any way possible. And tonight was to go score.
Evan Mobley had a major presence in this game. What did you like most about
You might have a big day tomorrow. Where's your mind with regards to maybe winning Defensive Player of the Year?
This definitely was a goal of mine coming into this year, and I put all the work in. It's a big day, but I'm trying to be as focused as possible on the playoffs and just trying to go as far as we can. So that's the main focus right now.
Could this be something that awakens the Heat, or is the gap too wide between the Cavs and Miami?
Nah, you ain't got time, man. You just stick your head down.
Teammate Akeem Olajuwon. This year's finalists include a Hawk, a Warrior, and a Cavalier. Now, Cleveland's never had a winner of the award. Atlanta's had one guy, Dikembe Mutombo, who was a four-time winner, twice with the Hawks. And Golden State has had one in 2017, and he's a finalist tonight. Here are the three finalists for the 2025 Kia Defensive Player of the Year. The Atlanta Hawks, Dyson Daniels, the great barrier thief. Draymond Green of the Warriors, who's won it before, and Evan Mobley. Delivers these and makes sure nobody knows what's going on. He knows how much you sometimes like to get a peek before you make the announcement, so he's got extra stickers on.
Oh, that's funny.
Nice. That's a nice touch, Mark. We appreciate that. There you go. Would you do the honors?
Yes, I will.
May take a little while.
'25 Kia Defense Player of the Year goes to Evan Mobley of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yes.
Man, we here, man. We here. Come on, we here. Come on now. You know why? We say all year, man. Come on now. Moving them puppies.
Hero stumbles, he lost, and it's a Cavalanche here in the 80-degree Miami Heat is. Here's Mobley.
Space and his length exceedingly well.
And he can do that on the offensive end. As Evan Mobley
helped out, put some size on Adebayo.
Mobley on Wiggins, puts it up and in. He got fouled from behind, and Evan Mobley muscles his way to the rim.
Hey, Evan. What was your big takeaway from today's game? What did you like the most about what you guys were able to do?
I feel like we kept our composure. That was the main thing. They came out pretty fast and came out with the first hit, and we kept our composure, got it back, and from there just played our game and our brand of basketball.
Miami's home. Miami's home, Court. One more, dog.
Top 4 seeds in the East are all a game away from moving on. The Cavs can become the first tonight.
Coach, what's kind of the internal conversation like amongst players and coaches, just with the opportunity that you have to not only close out tonight, but to sweep?
We've had none of those conversations. I mean, I just think it's focus. Focus on us, focus on our process, focus on what we do. Try to get better at shoot around this morning. It's just kind of same thing, same mentality. Not really talking about sweeps or get this over early. We know this is going to be a tough game, so just again, I do think it's more about us, and kind of keeping our same demeanor.
Hey, Kenny, to follow up on that, when it comes to Jarrett, is there something about his temperament, about the way that he's wired, that allows him to handle the playoffs in a special kind of way?
Yeah, he doesn't get flustered. I don't know, he's just such a balanced person. There's no anxiety in his demeanor. He's just got a great way about him, and I do think his balanced life helps him.
Mitchell upstairs for Allen. Wow. Allen thunders it home, and how do you like this?
The Cavaliers beat the Heat 138-83. They completed a first-round sweep. The 55-point win, fourth largest margin of victory in a playoff game in NBA history. Cleveland also outscored the Heat by a combined 122 points. That's the largest point differential in a playoff series in NBA history. Let's not lose sight of the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've been a great surprise. They took that next step. That's what you want to see with these teams. They're going to compete for a title. What do you do the following year when everybody expects you to be great? The Cavs have done throughout the series. They did what they were supposed to do.
Real quick, you guys set the tone in the first. I knew in the first 5 minutes. And then when our bench comes in, like we don't skip it. We like get stronger. You know, Dre, all you. I mean, it's crazy, right? Hey, there's this is a huge advantage, right? To have this window now, right? To get our bodies right, to work on our bodies, to improve our bodies, get our minds right, all that stuff. You guys did your work. We've done our work early all year. We did it again. This is a huge advantage. Let's take it, take advantage of the advantage. Does that make sense? All right? Come on, man. Great job.
Great maturity, fellas. Taking care of business,
Great
man.
maturity. Don, what do you got?
Together on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Together.
How different is the confidence level going into the next round this year, winning 4-0, versus last year where you had to go 7 games?
I'll tell you what, rested. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I think rest does a huge part in it. I don't feel like we're confident, but we're not overconfident. Like we know in this league, everything resets. You know, the series is 0-0 back again, but we know that we're capable of playing at the highest level now.
Anything else in the room? All right, wrap. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
I like what I saw from the Cavs in the previous round because not only are they a top-tier defensive team, but they have the break glass in case of emergency guy in Donovan Mitchell. As he just said, somebody that's been there, done that, put up big numbers. And Mobley is taking that leap as well as an all-defensive player and the defensive player of the year. So I think the Cavs have what it takes to advance.
And was Darius able to get through everything today? How's this progressing?
Yeah, but still no contact. I think it's just day to day right now. Just, toe's a tough one. There's pain and all that. But the good thing when we watch him shooting right now, he's moving well. Just no contact yet.
Is there any concern he wouldn't be ready for Game 1 on Sunday?
Sure. I mean, but I'm not going to make a judgment either way. But sure, there's some concern there. I could see it go either way. Let's put it. Is that fair?
Fast, pace, very talented team, well coached. Obviously led by Tyrese, Pascal. They got a bigs that can shoot. Got wings. They got Nembhard, who's really and then McConnell, who are pests defensively. So they're a talented team, man. And this is a series we're going to be, got to be ready to go from the jump. They're battle tested. They've been to the conference finals. I know some of their guys were hurt and whatnot, but it's a battle tested team. As you saw, in Game 4, especially being down 20, really withstanding that whole run and then coming back and winning. So we got to be prepared and got to be ready to go.
When it comes to your prep, what stands out to you about Indiana?
Their pace, their kick-aheads, how fast they play. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting challenge compared to the last series in Miami. They don't really play with much pace. They don't really play fast. So it's going to be a whole different team. Also, their 5-out spacing, how well Turner shoots the ball. So that's going to present a unique challenge for us.
Yeah, I mean, we got to play our style of basketball and do what we do best, and but just get back in transition, load to the ball, just do the same things, the same principles we've been relying on all year, and just get back and make a good defensive stance.
We know it'll be the Cavs and Pacers in the Eastern Conference semifinal. Game 1 will be at Rocket Arena here in Cleveland Sunday. Time still to be announced.
Pacers love to run the floor.
Here's Evan Mobley, was presented with his Defensive Player of the Year award. 50 games for the first time in 11 years. As Mobley steps out, and is the matchup that everyone is keeping tabs on. How does Andrew Nembhard stay with Mitchell? Max Strus able to pick Siakam's pocket.
Judging them, this is a team that was in the conference finals last year, and like it or not, they did beat us. Right? They beat us this year. They won the series. So those are two things. I just go kind of back to Miami. I expect this series to be super tough. It's going to go a lot of games. I think we got to be sharp. We got to be on our toes. And they got elite players over there. We just have the ultimate respect for that group over there. We know it's going to be a tough series.
When you think about what you want to do differently in game two, now kind of knowing, getting a feel for how they play, like what's the mindset as you head into game two?
Be more physical.
Chuckster, would you do the honors?
I would be honored. Chuck was a joy to coach. I was definitely a joy to coach.
You were not coachable.
I was easy to coach. Ask Jimmy Lanham, Billy Cunningham, Matt Gukas, Rudy Tomjanovich. The 2025 Coach of the Year from the Cleveland Cavaliers, Kenny Atkinson.
Yes, indeed. And we congratulate Kenny Atkinson on
what this comes down to? It comes down to you guys, players. Kobe, you put an amazing team together. And we're just thankful, man. Thankful to be a part of this group. Thankful for your sacrifices. But it starts with the players you have. It's 99% of this. I really believe that. So, and staff, same thing. Selfless staff, no egos, no agenda. So it's throughout the organization.
Donovan going out there and he's cramping at the end of the game. You see that type of effort from a teammate and what he's willing to give to the game and what to do in this type of situation. Just what does that mean to you as a team?
It just means that I got to try harder as well. You can't let one guy, especially your leader, go into something alone like that and give it his all. It pushes everybody on the bench to try their hardest and try to replicate that.
I know know this is a tough one to swallow right now, but Kenny said that he thought you guys outplayed him and you had more force than them for most of the game. Like, do you agree with that sentiment? And can you bring that into Indy?
Yeah, I completely agree. I feel like we outplayed them for the majority of the game, and then towards the end, we had our mental lapses. But we found the system that works. We found a style of play for us that is able to win against a team like that. So now it's just, will we be able to replicate it in Indy, like you said?
Cavs learned a lot from game 2, and I think they're going to make the appropriate adjustments.
And over the last 24, 48 hours, do you use the term must-win game? Do you view this as a must-win game?
I don't use that term. The term I'm using is lean into our identity, who we are, who we've been all year. Just that's the key to the rest of the series.
If Darius obviously has missed 4 in a row, and you've used Sam, and then you use Ty. If Darius can't go tonight, where do you think you'd go there?
To be determined.
Kenny, in the last 4 games that Darius hasn't played, what do you think that you guys have missed the most about him on the floor?
Well, you always miss an all-star, you know. He's our point guard, you know, and speed, obviously shooting. He helps with that. He obviously can create an advantage quite on his own. Yeah, so I mean, Dan, you know him. I mean, it's all over the place. And leadership, you know, he's a smart player.
Get him out of the game because they know how dangerous he can be off the bench.
Garland connects on a 3. 5th of the opening quarter. Garland dancing, dishing, and Mobley the slam.
I already knew that he would deliver that to DeAndre Hunter.
Garland, we'll see how he navigates this second quarter with those 3 personals. Garland navigated well there.
Kenny, over the last couple of days, what have you sensed within the group that lets you know that you've moved past what happened at the end of game 2?
I mean, we've been through. I mean, when you go through an 82 game season and you bounce back, you have your trials and tribulations, and you have your good streaks and bad streaks. So I trust our leadership. I trust the team. Trust who we've been all year. Just going to double down on that. I think that's how the players feel.
An 11-0 punch from Cleveland out of the gate.
Played at Texas. I'm sure they played pickup. They fouled each other much harder than that.
Halliburton, beautiful dish, and then Mobley on the rejection. Able to alter that attempt from Siakam. Mitchell, a 3 is good.
In the first 2 games, playing without Darius Garland.
Here's Mitchell spinning into the paint, exploding and finishing. How about that
F, can you take us through the last couple days in terms of how bad the ankle was and when you started to know that you might be able to do this?
Yeah, first day, couldn't really put pressure on it at all. First day was in a boot, and then from there it progressed. Could put pressure on the second day. Was doing as much treatment, rehab as I can, and next day could put like real pressure on it, and from there just played it by ear. We got on like treadmill in the water, see how I could push off and stuff like that, and yeah, the next few days it got better, gradually better, and now it's pretty good, I would say.
And then to go from all that though to the not only the numbers you put up, but like sort of the tangible impact that you made just with your presence. Were you surprised at all with how well you were able to play and move and impact the game, just given how your ankle felt?
Mobley gets a clean look and drills it from three to end the 10-0. By far and away a career high in attempts. Previously was at about 1.3 as Mobley finishes through the contact.
On that possession, and maybe ran into one of the Pacer defenders on his way to the basket.
Mobley strong.
Halliburton, that's where he does his best work when he's playing, getting downhill.
Mobley gets delivering in game 3 as Mobley soars for the rejection.
Not really. I knew if I was going to come out there and play, I'm going to have to be able to do certain things, and I felt pretty comfortable, especially yesterday, and then shoot around today felt good as well. So I was pretty confident coming out here, and just came out here and played my game.
Can you speak to how critical it was the control?
How do you respond? It's not the end of the world. And we let one slip away at home. But for me, couldn't let it happen again. You're just trying to be aggressive. And counter.
How would you characterize the impact that Max has had in this series so far?
I mean, shoot, he had 27 and 7. Like, he does it all. Did a phenomenal job on Tyrese and making it tough on him. Sprinting for rebounds, offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, picking up full court. I told him at one point, I was like, man, I'm a little windy. He's like, nah, that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just who he is, man. And I go to war with a guy like that, and you know, you see it on a night-to-night basis, and people always say, like, you know, what is his biggest attribute? You know, what's his best attribute? He's a winner. He's a competitor. He's a guy you want on your team and the guy you want to go to war with.
You got to find a window, though.
And then we've talked about force, and that, I think, is kind of what you're getting at with the first half wasn't there. Why did you think you guys didn't have that tonight?
They dominated with their force. They raised their game to another level, and we didn't match it. We talked about it. We knew it was coming. I don't know. You try to prepare for these things. You try to prepare your guys mentally, but for whatever reason, they like I said, they were at another level. Their force was greater in every sense. There wasn't like, well, this aspect or rebound. I thought it was rebounding. Physicality. We're running our offense at half court. You know, they had us pushed out. Couldn't get to our spots. It was really kind of physical domination.
What was the message going into halftime? Obviously, it's a shell-shocking feeling.
Listen, I try to turn positive. Let's, pride, compete, composure, because I didn't want it to be about the referees. It's not about that. So wanted our guys to keep our composure, compete with class, right? And then, stay together. That was basically the message.
It can't just be 82 games. We have to figure out this next 16. We have to figure out how to get over the hump. But this group has shown they can play some of the best basketball in the world. It's how do we do it on the highest stage and continue to keep pushing to get over that hump. I think there's a mental toughness that you have to get through going through these failures in the playoffs. These are the experiences that you have to go through to get to that next level. And it happens. I mean, this is where we're going to get better, and this is where we're going to lean into. But we have to go through these experiences, as tough as they are, fail quick and get up, lick our wounds, and move forward. This is where we want to live, right? With the expectation of championship. And when we fall short of that, everyone's upset. I want to live in that space. I don't want to live in the space where we were, right, when it was 19 wins, 22 wins. Like I love the trajectory that we're on. That's why I love this foundation. And we're going to keep pursuing that championship.
We had a lot of individuals make a step. So I just want to make that clear. But I do think we made strides. I think we took a jump. And now we got to figure out this last piece, how to get over this hump.
So this ended abruptly, and you guys probably weren't expecting to be in this position right now. But for you as a leader of this team, as you and the guys head out of this building into the off season, is there something specifically you want each guy to take with them?
The embarrassment. I hope we all feel it, and I think we do. Like, 64-win season. We were slated to be up here. We lost 4-1. We were the favorite. We were in the 1 seed. It's not like we were an 8 seed trying to be the 1 seed. Like, we should feel that. You know what I mean? And that's what I said to the guys in the locker room. Feel this. Embrace it. You know? Like, this is part of it. Don't run from this. Well, not to say we aren't, we will, but like, yeah, it's gonna be a loud summer. It's gonna be a lot of voices about what the Cavs are, what the Cavs should. It's gonna be a loud summer. I've been through a few of those. You know what I'm saying? So use it as fuel, because it's the only thing you can do. Show up to work every day, show up to the gym, and keep going, keep going. And I have no doubt everybody will, because everybody's, we're a collective group, we're a connected group, we're a group that really wants it, and I have no doubt that we'll use this.